Hi, welcome back. This is not an Inkscape video of how to make gauges, but I thought I would show you just quickly. I want to make a spectrum gauge with segments going all the way around. So I made a circle 295 by 388 by 388. I mean, let's put that to, I'll put the lock on and I'll put that to 400. 400 by 400. That circle inside there, so let me just drop that down a layer. So that circle, no, wrong one. That's raise. I didn't drop it down. Lower. And lower again. So it's right about that circle is 275. So that one is 400. That's two. Let's just put that at 300 just to see what it looks like. And that one I'm not bothered about because that's just a centre bit there. I've done 30, and then I've done a horizontal line there. I'll just show you quickly how I did that. It's easy enough. Let me just delete it. Just take the box there, and then holding my control key down, I just put a line there. Doesn't matter what size it is, because I'm going to come out of that, click on that little arrow there, selection tool, select it, and then take off my lock, and I'm going to put a width of 10. Yeah, I presume that would do. Just going to highlight them, put them all together. Highlight them all now. So select them all. Click on the alignment tool and alignment tool. Now what I want to do now is I want to just select that middle one there. Press my shift key. Select that. Select that again, and let's just, so that's moving now, but I'm going to press my control key. Let me just do a control key Z, so I'm back, press my control key, that's moved to that position, that's moved to that. So what I'm going to do now is, while I've still got my finger on the control, I'm going to press the space. I don't want that one, I want that one, space. Space, 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 and I don't need to press the space for this one. I can just let go of the control key, and then I want to take all these spokes, you can call them spokes, so I want to press, click on each one of them, and I'm pressing the shift key. That will click, that will click. Probably already got it. That's probably all of them. Let's just change the colour. No, I've missed one. Change colour. Yes, I've got them all now. Okay, let's go path, and let's go union. So they're all the same. Just one graph now there. They're all joined together. And then click on that outer circle, if it will let me. Press the shift key. Click on my spokes, if you want to call them spokes. Path, difference. And then what I'm going to do, don't know why I unclick that, I'm then going to go path, and I want to break apart. And I don't want that one, I don't want that one, so I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I want, 10. And then I want to click on that, I don't need that. That's wrong. Control key Z. I need to break apart. Let me just highlight them. I've already clicked break apart. Break apart. But I don't want that below. So let me, probably going to have to do the difference again. So I've selected that one. Press the shift key. Select these again. Probably made it harder than what it already is, but I apologise. I'm not a graphics designer as such on Inkscape. And if I go path difference, that's no good, is it? Control key Z. I want to take out this bit here. So let me click on each one of these again individually. And then unify that, so path union, and then click on that with the shift key, shift and that, and then go path difference. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So hopefully I've got 10 segments now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and then I'm not even going to bother with the middle. So I can get rid of all that lot, he says. I'm pressing delete, but I don't know why it's not deleting. I need to check that. Oh, okay, that will do. And then I can colour these different, so let's just, I don't know what colour I'm going to use them at the moment. I would need to break them apart again, wouldn't I? So path, break apart. So each one's individual now. And then I can start colouring them in. Probably won't use that one. I probably won't use that one as well. I'd want to use, let me take my opacity. Let me put that to 100. So that would be a green on, I would have thought. So we want a green off. So then I would put that. So I'll make them all 50 at the moment. Where I was, 50. And we can have that as a green. That as a green. That as a green. I don't know what to use for my other colours. Yellow. Probably. Yellow. Yellow. Orange maybe. Let's click on the colour wheel there. Orange. Oh, we got orange here. Orange here. Another orange. Is that a different orange to the other one? That's FF660FF. FF60, no, it's just me. And then red. There's definitely a different red to the other one. So that was D4000F. That's F000F. Let's just take that, Control key C, and take that. And then I want to do it when it's highlighted on the 10 segments. The reason I've gone 0 to 10 is, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, is so that I could actually use this for a valve as well, a 0 to 10 volt signal, or 0 to 100, and depending on the valve, naturally if it's 10 volts it's going to be open, so I probably want that one green. I'll probably do it the opposite way round. But I'm going to put you on pause and do that, take a snapshot, make it all the background to be transparent, and then I'll probably do the dial colours the other way round, and then I want to do one for each individual one highlighted. Anyway, I thought I'd just give you an idea of how I am making the gauge before we start going into the Tridium Niagara work. Thank you. I'll put you on pause at the moment. Thought I'll just play a little bit of this video of making these different graphics. So I'm highlighting over that. I broke this apart, highlighted over that, and that one is File, Save As. That's going to be 20. And highlight over that. Take the opacity. File, Save As. We'll put that at 10. And 0 will be nothing. 0, we've already done 0. Save that as 10. So that's that one done. File, open, and I want the other way, green to red. Let's open up that one. Come on. So this one, change that to that. File, Save As, and that's going to be 0, 10, 0, 1, 0, save. No, I don't want to replace it. File, because I still got that, and I want it's red to green now, so it's that one. I don't want to replace that. File, so that's going to be red, and that's going to be green. I'm just seeing what I've called 10, so I need to do an underscore 10. Save. Put that to 100. File, Save As, 20. Put that to 100 now. File, Save As, 30. I'll carry on doing this anyway. Let me put you on pause. I just thought I'd show you a bit more with this dial. See these here, where they're greener than what these are here on the left hand side. If you look at the SVG coding, you can see the 1 fill there, opacity 1, where we've got the others at opacity there, 0, 5, opacity 1, fill, And here we've got 05. Basically, this is the code, the SVG code. I haven't worked out of a way to actually edit that code yet, i.e. edit it within Tridium. But there could be a way of doing this without having to have 10 different graphics. So if we go to these graphics here at the moment, I don't want to open it up in that software. I just want to open it up with Microsoft Edge. So they're them all filled. And if I view page source, opacity 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then the different colours. Okay, I just thought I'd just show you that. Be nice if we could actually edit that within Tridium, but I think we'd have to make some sort of module for that. Well, no, I don't think, I know I would have to make a module for that to edit them colours. So at the moment, unfortunately, you've got the colours that I am giving you free of charge, which I'll be saving this and putting it in the comments section for you to download all the different well, it's only 10, well, it's 11 including the one that's actually not highlighted, so there's not that many anyway. I'll just show you that. I'll carry on now. I think I might make a grey one, grey and a black one, we'll see. Yes, I'm going to make a grey to black one. So at the moment I want to set all these colours to grey, highlight them, and we'll go for black at 50. So that would do for that one. File, save as, and I want to save that because that's just my background. Save, replace it, yes, and then click on that one and take that opacity to 100, file, save as, and that will be 10, save, and that one will be 20, file, save as, 20. I'll carry on doing all these. I'll put you on pause. So I've uploaded the graphics to the supervisor, and we've got the red to green dials, and we have also got the green to red dials and the grey to black dials. Green to red, just give you some idea of the dials there. So I'm just moving that further across. That's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and we've already just seen the 100 one there. And that was 10, and that's no value at all. And then the same with the red to the green. So no value. Oops. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. And then I did a grey to black dial, so that's all grey. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. I'll put all this lot in the comments in the Dropbox, so that if you've got a link, I'll just zip them all up into one, and then you can download them, the dials. So now what we've got to do is play with these in the Tridium and Niagara, which is going to be easy to do. let's just make a, was it in sample graphics I did my, I can never remember where no, it was in PX include. There's my different dials there. But let's do a completely new one. So right click, new PX file. And which should we do? Red to green or green to red? We do green to red first. And open it up. Green to red. Nothing there, of course not. Nice blank canvas. We're doing green to red, so I can get rid of red to that, and I can get rid of the grey. Green to red. Let's start with the basic background one. Right. We need to work on a value, and it will be 0, either 0 to 10 or 0 to 100. It doesn't really make much difference. We've already got a 0 to 100, I believe, in my logic here, and I think that one is the 0 to 100. Bound label. Let's just make it big for the moment so we can see what we're doing. I don't want a border on it, I want font. Let's make it 26, bold. Okay, okay. Right, so we're just working in increments of 10 to put these dials on. Makes life easier for us. So first thing we've got to do is do a value bounding on it. So click on there, value binding. Okay, okay. Take that value binding, Control key C, paste it into the ORD, Control key B. Then we need to adjust this because there's only one image, so animate it. Simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just, so I'm trying to just bring the box down a bit. Minus inf. So we're doing 0 to 100, so that's going to be a 10. That's going to be a 20. That's going to be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Plus infinity, not that it will go or below any of them. So if it's 0, I'm just wondering whether we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so that's all we can use anyway. Okay, let's take that default, which is that image there. So that's going to be dial 10, that one. Control key C, Control key V, 20, Control key V, 30, Control key V, 40, 40, paste, paste, 50, paste, 60, paste, 70. I'll also in the comments we'll put this code in there as well for you, so everything is going to be easy for you just to take. And I'm losing count now. What have I done here now? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 80. That's because I'm talking at the same time. 90. Ah, I've just realised we've got a 0 that we want to show. So that is completely wrong, isn't it? We would need to, that one's got to be 0 and 10 to 20's got to be that. So wrong again. That's the default. That's 10. That's 20. That's 30. Once you've done one, you won't need to do them again, because you can just copy and change the graphic. 40. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. And finally 100. Come out to edit mode. That's going down nicely. 45, we're at the moment. 30s, 20s, and we're in the 10s. Ah, don't like that. I need at least a green, so we do want it the other way. So we need to edit that. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. So that has got to be. So let's do 0. Now, so that's definitely going to be 10, 20. Okay. But when we've got to do a 0. We've got to do a 0. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's better to infinity, 100. We've got to do that 0. So when there's no reading, it's all grey. Let's just put that to actions, emergency override, and put that to a 0. No reading. Yeah, that's what we want. And then as soon as we get a reading, emergency override 0.5 or even 0.1. Yeah, that's the one. That is it. Actions, emergency override 10.3. Yeah, let's put it back to normal again now. Actions, emergency auto. Yeah, so now we need to play with that on some sort of page. But what we'll do is we'll play with it here at the moment, because we can. Right, I am going to go to my palette there barja, whatever you want to call it, eclipse. I think you've seen me play with this before on some previous videos. And I think we'll go down another one there. And then we'll take out that at the moment, the stroke, and we'll put that to a black and give it a 50%. No, we need to give it a gradient, don't we? Gradient. We still have that one as a black. And we'll put that one. I'm playing here. I don't know how it's going to look. I really have no idea how this is going to look. And do we go it from inside out? Put that there, and let's put it into a border groove. No, I think we need to fade that out a lot more than that. Start with a black center. I mean, we can adjust all these. We've got so much to adjust here. 100. We want to start with a black center, but I want to end up with a white. I don't know, let's just change that color. I don't know what this is going to look like. Like I said, I'm just playing here. Just move that box around. Let's just get a duplicate of that. No, we won't. We'll just stick another one in. We won't duplicate it. Let's see if we can make it the same size as this box here. Put that over there, drag that down to there. I don't want the center bit, so I don't want no fill. And I don't just want one colour there, I don't think. I think we're going to use a gradient for that. And we can still go black. And we can go grey. Not really white. And we'll do it that. We'll do it 100%. You're really not going to see it anyway because of the pen stroke, but let's just go 5 for that. Leave that as it is. Bevel, maybe. So I've gone one square there. So if I go now up one with the arrow, left with that, that should centralize that around. Maybe we put this, oops, Control key Z, place that at the bottom, reorder to bottom. Reorder, let's go, why can't I get hold of that? Let me just drag it then across, come down, reorder to top, put it to white, give it larger text, and it could be something like, I don't know, kilowatts or something like that. Kilowatts. That's probably going to be too big for it. So I went too big on that size, didn't I? Let's go 48. You can put your own sizes in as well if you want to. You don't have to use that size. You can type your own in. And then I think we'll take the box off this time. No box on it, a rest around. I don't know. But it's something to play with. I'm going to do a few more, so I'm going to put you on pause while I do a few more, and then we can end the video. Just done another PX page, and I'm just going to now edit this, so it's going to be the red to green dial. So all I'm doing here is taking the green to red from that and doing what I did before. AX text file editor, yes, paste that into there, paste that into there, but change it red to green, replace all, did I call it red to green, just out of curiosity now, that should have, oh, yeah, red to green dial, so that should have changed it. Let's just see what it is actually saying. Red to green dial, red to green dial. Ah, there we go. We've not called that inside there. So I need to also change this. Control key C. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Text editor. A to B. Red to green. Replace all. Okay, so that's the red to green dial now. And then I need to do the grey dial. So let's just go into that. And that's going to be the grey dial. Put that to the background. Reorder to bottom. And that's green to red dial there. And it needs to be grey to black, I believe. We'll soon find out. Let's just go to the, done that one, grey to black. AX text file editor, yes, A and B. So green to red is what we've already got. Green to red dial, I don't need to put the dial in there. And we want it to say grey to black. Replace all. And then we want that changing green to red, and it should say grey to black. So A and B again, green to red, grey, underscore, 2, underscore, black, grey to black, aha, aha, aha. That's just the way I spelt it, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Replace all. And look at that one. Okay, so now let's take all them three. So let's make a new graphic. Views, new PX file. All 3 spectrum I'm going to leave it like that, all 3 spectrum gauges, and then drag my green to red, drag my red to green, I need the PX file to be slightly bigger. See how I'm cutting it out there? Green to red. I need my page to be slightly bigger than that. So instead of, I'm just going to put 415. No, I'll put 420. 420. And take that. That would do, yes, 420. So red to green, 420, 420. Again, these can be rescaled, as you know, because they're SVG graphics. So you don't have to keep to that size. Yes. 420. 420. 420. And with them being transparent, you can put whatever you want in the background. Go back to edit mode, green to red, red to green, grey to black, reorder to bottom. Okay, that's not a problem. All we do what is giving me that black bit at the end, because that's background's default. Fill on that gradient is default. So what is giving me that on the bottom? Because it should be transparent. default background. Null default. So there isn't a background colour there. So it's got to be the logos definitely doesn't have a background. Let me just double check that. Let me go to the gauges and bring one across. Yeah, there we go, transparent. Okay. There's definitely a transparent background. What I think, because I didn't put it in a picture, did I? Let's just see. Save changes, yes. That rescales. Ah, that's where I went wrong, right at the beginning. Okay, let's cure that now. Control key C. New picture. I put the image straight across and I didn't put it into a picture box. My mistake. And that's the control key C. Plus value binding. Now you're going to think, oh, you've got to go through all that again, but I'm not going to go through all that again. But I am going to set that to animate. Oh my god. Oh, what an idiot. So at value binding, I've bound the ground, the background. Control key C. Not thinking. Talking and not doing the thinking. Animate. I'll just put a 1 there, a 2 there, and I'll just take that, control key C, put that into there, and put that into there. Okay, okay. So now what I want to do, hopefully that is going to be, let's have a quick look. PX editor, AX text file editor, save that. That's going to be my value binding up here. I believe is going to be the one that's going to be the longest. Yes, it is. So I'm going to take that, control key C, so I'm just going to take the value, that one there, because that's in the layout, the label layout. I don't want that. I want this bit here, control key C, and I'm going to put that into the picture layout. So it's exactly the same. And I don't have to type anything in again. Don't have to mess around with that. So now I can get rid of this, delete, and then I can resize that to whatever I want to resize it to. Put it to the bottom, and then I can take this and I can grab hold of it. Where's that? There. And expand that round. That's probably too much, or not enough. That's there. Not enough on that side, I think, because I made the one in the center bigger. So let's put that to the background, and then that gives me this to play with. Okay. So now that's been changed, green to red has been changed. So if I looked at the spectrum on the gauges, the green to red, which is this one here, has been changed. Let's delete that. Green to red. It has been changed and it is in the picture, but we're still getting that bit there. I should be able to resize that. Yes, I can resize that now. Where that one? Oh, I can resize that one as well. I don't know, but I'm not worried about it at the moment. And take that one and put that up there and resize that. Alright, I'm going to call that a day for that. That's not going to be the right size that way now, is it? That's the size for that one. So that's your 3 gauges. Let's upload the video and I put all the gauges and the code in the, I put this code, this one, with where I'm using it in the picture frame on the YouTube. Thanks for watching.